Hello there, everybody. Thank you so much for stopping by for your daily tarot video forecast. This forecast is for February the 29th. We are going to go ahead and start with Aries first. So this will be Aries, February the 29th. This is what I'm shuffling for. Thank you for spending some of your precious time with me. And thank you to those of you who are ordering private readings from me. Aries, Aries, Aries. Okay. And I just realized I probably did not silence my phone. I always think about that after the videos go on. All right. So Aries, you got the 9 of coins showing up in reverse. King of coins showing up right side up. And the Chariot. So Aries, it looks to me like there's something going on where you are wishing you were more financially stable or more financially grounded once we get into the 29th. And why is that? That's because you're involved with a situation that you're trying to meet a goal that is a common goal. It's not just your goal, but other people also share the same goal and everybody is pitching in to reach towards that goal. And so because you are involved in this, you want to be able to carry your part of the weight in that goal, and you're feeling like you're wishing that you had more resources to throw into that. Okay, so that's for Aries. Next, we're going to look at Taurus. Hello there, Socialista. 2 days in a row. Woohoo! Exactly. Taurus up next for February 29th. Happy leap year, everybody. Some people are getting birthdays tomorrow that only get them once every 4 years. I can't even imagine what that would feel like. All right, Taurus. Let's see what you have here. Angela Lukes. Hello, hello. Good morning. Okay, so, oh, that's interesting. Taurus, you got the King of Coins, but he's in reverse for you. Chariot's also in reverse. What's going on here? You guys are next door to each other. 3 of Cups. Okay, so Taurus, you have a very similar thing to Aries. Not completely, but similar. You guys are right next door to each other astrologically, so maybe that's why. But with this King of Coins in reverse and the Chariot in reverse, this is telling me that there's some common goal that you're trying to reach, but money is an issue in reaching this goal, and it's delaying things and holding things up. So you're waiting basically on money, Taurus. Why? Because of your friends. It looks like something may have come up about friends that caused you to yeah, I think that a lot of your friends that are with you on this common goal either have caused you to spend money so that you're not able to contribute to the goal, or they are contributing to this goal and they may not have the money to contribute towards getting you where you want to be. So the money or the resources. So just it's a delay. It's not that you're not going to reach this goal. It's just a delay, and it's a delay because of money. And I think it's because of community money is the word that I'm hearing as I look at that. So it's not just one person or the other that doesn't have the money, Taurus. It's a group. It's more than one that's not able to contribute at the level that you guys would like to get your goal off the ground. Okay. All right. Next, let's look. Hello there, Kristen. Glad to have you here, my dear. Alicia, good morning, good morning. Angel, welcome, welcome. Glad to see you here. It's nice to have so many people in the room. Yay. Thank you guys for all your support. Thank you for the thumbs ups. Thank you for sharing this video, for commenting, and for subscribing. And thank you, of course, for buying live readings from me. La da da da. I do appreciate all of your support. Gemini, Gemini, Gemini. I don't think I even said who I was shuffling for, but I was shuffling for Gemini. We have the 4 of Wands in reverse. 9 of Wands in reverse, Gemini. 2 Wands, cards out of 3. And the Justice card. What's going on for you guys? Oh, there's somebody who is leaving the nest and you're not really prepared for them to leave the nest. This could be somebody walking away from work, or this could be somebody actually leaving home and you're just not ready. For some of you, you're not emotionally ready, but for some of you, you're just not physically ready, especially in a work situation where, there has to be some continuity or some training before this person leaves. So somebody is leaving the nest that you're not ready for them to leave. All right. Why? Because of justice. For a lot of you, this is going to be because of some kind of legal decision. This person has to leave the home or leave work. They may be, having to go into a rehab center, a court-ordered rehab center, or they may be having to go into actually jail or prison. But there is some kind of just or fair decision. Maybe it's not even made by a court. Maybe this person makes this decision themselves that's just and fair. And to be fair, they have to leave home, but I just don't think you're ready for that. Or if it's a work situation, they have to leave your place of work. Either way, I just don't see you as being prepared for that. I think you're a little bit shocked and surprised. La da da da. Thank you, Angel. If you think I'm accurate here, you should try me in an actual private reading. Vikram, hello, welcome. Glad to have you in the room, my dear. I am fantastic, thank you. I'm just getting lots of stuff accomplished because I've got one of those pesky little doctor's checkups later on a Friday afternoon. Ugh. Zuli, hello. Glad to see you back here. Glad to see you back here. Next up, we're looking at Cancer. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you for the thumbs ups, the shares, the likes, the subscribes. Thank you for the comments, and thank you for ordering private readings from me. Cancer, what do you have? What do you have? I like these cards. They fall nicely if you just let them fall to the table. The weird workings of a psychic mind. You guys have the Hanging Man. You're quite welcome, Vikram. You also have the Four of Swords in reverse. And you have the Four of Cups right side up. What's going on here, Cancers? Well, with this Hanging Man and the Four of Swords in reverse, you're definitely waiting on something. You're waiting on something to be healed, okay? Four of Swords in reverse talks about taking some time out to kind of heal some things. And so there may be somebody that's taking time out in a relationship or taking time out from work because, emotionally they need to do some healing, or physically they need to do some healing. And you're waiting for this person to be healed and to come back. This person may even be you that you're waiting for in some cases. Okay. But Cancers, you are waiting for healing in some particular situation. For some of you, it is going to be medical, but for others of you, it's going to be an emotional or relationship type situation. And you're just waiting. For some of you, you're just waiting to see, is this healing actually even going to take place or not? Why is that? Why aren't you just waiting? Now, this Four of Cups is a little different to me than the other Four of Cups that I have in my other decks. All the other decks, I see a Four of Cups as a pity party. This one, I see this guy praying. To me, this is like you are really praying for a good outcome here, and you're trying to give time to allow for the good outcome to come into being, and that's why you're waiting, because you're hoping that things will change. Okay, that's for Cancer. Thank you, Socialista. That was very kind. That's a good question, Angel. I actually formally I got into doing readings about the time I was 41 because my significant other passed away, and I kept hearing from him, and I didn't know if there was real spiritual communication or if there was some kind of trickery going on or if I was just crazy. So I started getting into studying this stuff and figuring out, was it real or not? Um, but I can remember being 8 or 9 years old and sitting on my bed with a deck of cards, asking yes and no questions to spirit and putting out 5 cards for each question and looking at those cards to get my yes or no answer. And I did that for like hours at a time one day. And my dad came in my room and saw what I was doing. Keep in mind, I grew up strict Catholic. My dad was strict Catholic. He asked me what I was doing. I told him. And he said, "Oh, okay." And he looked puzzled and he left. And about 5 minutes later, he came back into my room and he says, "Put those cards down and go play outside. And don't ever do that again." So I think if I had been given free reign, I probably would have been doing this from a very young age. And I knew things. My grandma says she knew that I knew things from when I was a toddler, but I kind of thought everybody knew, I don't know, extra information, just like everybody breathes. So I thought it was normal. I didn't know that I was doing anything other people weren't doing until much later on. But my grandma noticed that I was picking up information from the time I was a toddler. La da 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 da. Blair, glad to see you in the room. Gotcha, Blair. Thank you for the verification. Okay, let's see. Who am I on? I just did Cancer. Let's do some Leo, Leo, Leo. Leo for February the 29th. Thank you, all of you, for spending some of your precious time with me here today. Thank you for ordering private readings from me, and thank you for the thumbs ups and the shares and the comments. Leo, wow, we really have Pentacles. This King of Pentacles and the Chariot card are really wanting to jump out for everybody today. This is what, the third sign out of 4? That's true. Fear and judgment. You know, people who were psychic before were put in crazy houses, basically. And some of them were literally given lobotomies because they were psychic, and nobody knew what to do with that. All right. Well, let's get on with reading. You guys have me chit-chatting today. This is not usual. It's enjoyable. It's just that normal. King of Coins. And I know some people are going to be like, just read, lady. And the Chariot. And the Page of Pentacles. Okay, so la da 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 da. What do we have going on here, Leos? Leos, you guys are feeling totally abundant and abundant to the point that you can help other people. And there is a project that you're involved with that not only involves yourself, but other people as well. And that project is going very well. You guys are meeting your target or your goal. La da 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 da. Why? Page of Pentacles, there's good news about money or resources coming in. So with good news about money or resources, you're able to reach your target or your goal. You're able to contribute along with everybody else to get to the target or goal. Somebody out there is receiving news about a grant coming through. I don't know how you're receiving that news on a Saturday, but that's not going to be for everybody. But somebody definitely is receiving news about a grant coming through for a project. All right, so that's Leo. The energy seems to be revolving around the same stuff. That's kind of interesting. Hello there, Miss Lorraine. Rolanda. Aw, I'm so glad you're here. Oh, you're seeing it as taxes. Tax return. Oh, that's true. Tax returns. Very cool, Blair. Oh my gosh. So you guys, y'all have to hear about Rolanda. Rolanda is special to me because before I started actually doing private readings for people, I was doing readings on a service online, and I would used to pull free cards for people where I would just look at little tidbits of information. And I was still very new, and I was not very confident yet. I was talented, but I wasn't confident about it. And I pulled a card for her, and it came up that she was going to have a new baby in the family, and it was going to be a surprise. And she was like, no, 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 no. And then she told me the next day, 20 minutes later, she got a phone call from her daughter-in-law, or soon-to-be daughter-in-law, saying she was going to have a new baby. So Rolanda is really special to me because I was so scared to give that message. I was like, this is a very verifiable message. It's not general. It's very specific. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. So Rolanda is a very special person to me. It was very random. But that was before I really knew that I was that good. I was like, oh my gosh, where did that come from? I was just practicing. So anyway, all this time I've been shuffling for Virgos. Let's take a peek at Virgo. Your daughter did it afterwards? I didn't know that part of the story. I knew the daughter-in-law part. Or soon-to-be daughter-in-law, whatever that was. Okay, what do we have here? We're still heavy on the coins. We're hitting the coins hard, Sky. Hard, Sky. We're hitting the coins hard. Okay, so here we have Knight of Coins in reverse. This is Virgo, by the way, for the 29th. Page of Coins also in reverse. And we have the Eight of Cups. Some of you maybe, let's just get there. Let's just get there. All right. Knight of Coins and Page of Coins in reverse. This is telling me that you've got some bad news about money that came in, money or resources, and that made, whenever you heard that, that had an impact on you, and you were like, well, if what I'm doing is only bringing in so much, then screw it. Basically, I'm not doing anything to deal with my budget. So you're kind of sitting down on the job. You're like, you know what? I'm not doing what I need to bring the money in. Not if that's all they're paying me. No, 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 no. Mm-mm. No. Or you could be hearing something like, well, this is the last of your monthly payments that you're going to get from us. And so you could be spending, you could be impulse spending like, oh my gosh, well, I have to cover this, I have to cover that with this money because there's no more coming in. Whatever you're doing, you're blowing the budget, and you're blowing the budget one way or the other because you're hearing some bad news about money or material goods. Okay. Really not the time to blow the budget, guys, but that's what we're doing. Now, Eight of Cups. Eight of Cups. This is why. I think you're walking away from a job or from an income. I think that you're finding out some kind of bad news. Maybe you're finding out that you're not getting a bonus that you thought you had earned, or that the bonus is smaller, or that you're not getting a raise, or that hours are being cut. This is bad news about money. And this is making it so that you're not meeting the budget anymore. And so you're deciding, you know what, that's okay. I'm out. I'm walking away. I'm going to find something that pays me decently. Okay. That's for Virgo, right? Yep, that's Virgo. That's for the 29th. Oh, it was a daughter. Okay. All right. Oh, wow. I love it when I'm right. It's always so weird because here, everything is so general and open so that it can apply to as many people as possible. And then to hear the specifics is like, wow, that's so cool. Nice to see you here, Ms. Avneet. Wow. Wow. Well, Rolanda, I hope you find something very quickly. Alrighty, so let's look at Libra next. This is Libra for February the 29th. Libra, Libra, Libra. Okay, Libras. This is interesting. You have the Death card showing up in reverse. And you have the Page of Wands. And you have the Nine of Cups. Okay. Death card in reverse with the Page of Wands. I just got off the phone with a Libra, so I'm trying to put their situation out of my mind so I can be as general with this as possible. But basically what I'm seeing is you do have a situation that's not changing. And the situation that's not changing has to do with an idea that you have about how things could change and could be better. It's an idea that you're passionate about, that you would like to see things improved upon. You would like to see action taken on. You would like to take action on it even. And you feel like you can go ahead and take action on this, but this card is saying even when you take action on this, nothing really changes. So Page of Wands, that's bringing in an inspired message. It's a go ahead to move forward with something that is happiness making. Okay. The death card in reverse is basically saying, there's a problem here, and whatever needs to change for you to move forward with whatever this is that's happiness making, whatever needs to change is not changing. So you've got this dichotomy of, yeah, go ahead, go ahead. Oh, and guess what? By the way, nothing's really changing even after you do it. I don't like that. That's the 29th. Why is this happening? Because of the Nine of Cups in reverse. Because there's nothing to celebrate. This is where you thought you were going to have something to celebrate, and now you don't, for whatever reason. Maybe you thought you were going to graduate from a class, and then turns out you don't graduate after all. There's something happened that was going to make you happy, that you were totally anticipating, that turned around and did not. Okay? So because that thing that did not make you happy came along, even when you got this idea and the go ahead to do something that makes you feel inspired and happy and like you're making progress, nothing really changes. No progress is made. Sorry, Libra, that seems really frustrating. Really frustrating. All right. May as well uncross those fingers. Scorpios, we're up next. Me and my fellow Scorpios for February 29th. Thank you to everybody who has been supporting this channel, giving thumbs ups, sharing these videos, commenting, and of course, those of you who have been buying private readings from me, thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate all of your support in every form that it comes in. La da 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 da, Scorpios, Scorpios. What is going on here? – 29th. Okay, well, what we have showing up is the Lover's card. And then we have the Hierophant card in reverse. And then we have the High Priestess showing up. Okay, what do we have? What do we have? Okay, this makes sense. Scorpios, on the 29th, we're going to be making a decision about how we're going to do something that normally would be traditional. And we're deciding that we don't want to do that traditional thing. Some of us may be deciding literally that we do not want to get married to our lovers. Maybe. But it doesn't even have to be that. This can be any kind of traditional thing that I feel like other people around us kind of want to push us towards, whatever this traditional thing is. And we're saying, I'm going to do it my way. Going to do it my way. I mean, I might make an agreement with a significant other, but it's not going to be a marriage agreement. It's going to be different. So some kind of decision that we're making that doesn't have to be around marriage, just because we see the Hierophant and the Lovers. But there's a decision that we're making that is very much non-traditional. And it's a big decision because these are two major arcana cards. It is a big decision, even if it's not about marriage. It's still going to be a big decision about doing something in a non-traditional way. And for some of us, we could literally be deciding, you know what, I don't want to get married. I like my lover just fine, but I don't want to get married. And if that's the case, I think you and your person are on the same page. You're fine being together. You don't feel like you need to make it legal. All right. And why is this happening? Scorpios, we're strong on the intuition. This is happening because our intuition is saying that this is the way it needs to go. This is the best way to handle it. Okay. So our intuition is basically telling us that it's a bad idea to do something in a traditional way like everybody else does just because everybody else is doing it that way. Okay. That's not going to work for us, and we know it because of our intuition. So that's for Scorpio. Your mom's a Scorpio? I think Zuli's mom might be a Scorpio. Somebody else's mom is a Scorpio too. It'll be something traditional. Many times commitments are very traditional type of things, but it doesn't have to be a commitment. It's a big decision though. The other thing is, because the High Priestess came up, we may be keeping that decision a secret. We may not be sharing that with everybody. So like for you, Blair, you may never know what your mom decided, or maybe not for a while. All right, so let's move on to Sagittarius. This is going to be Sagittarius for February 29th. That's where I got that. Okay, so Sagittarius, thank you for being here. Thank you guys for buying readings from me as well. I love to do readings. It gives me the opportunity to get to know you guys as individuals, and that's really fun. All right, Sagittarius, you guys have the Page of Swords, the Four of Wands, and the Nine of Wands. Okay, Page of Swords with the Four of Wands. There is somebody who is bringing info to you about a home, maybe a childhood home. You may be getting information about a new home. Maybe you're house hunting. Okay, so there's some kind of information coming to you about home, or possibly even about family. The first thing that hit me though was home. So I think for most of you, it's going to be about a home, but it could be home or household, home or family. You're getting some kind of information about home or family on the 29th. Why? Because you've been preparing for this. So to me, if you've been preparing for this, that implies a couple of things. That implies that if you've been preparing for some kind of new information about home or household, you may have been trying to have a baby, and you may get information about getting ready to bring a baby home. You may have been looking for a new home, and so you're getting information about that. But this is something that you've been preparing for. You're ready for this news or information about home or household. You've been expecting this. Okay, that's for Sagittarius. Well, that's really true, Angel. And after I found out that I had gifts for sure, then guess what? I spent 2 weeks trying to figure out when I made a deal with the devil and how come I couldn't remember it before I realized I never had. And maybe those people who taught me stuff like that when I was little, just maybe they had wonderful intentions, but they were wonderfully wrong. So, yeah, growing up in a household with those kind of strong beliefs can be very handicapping if you have abilities like this. That's your Gemini. Gotcha. Alrighty, Capricorn, Capricorn, Capricorn. This is for you guys for February the 29th. Thank you for being here and for supporting me. Thank you for the thumbs ups and the shares, comments, and buying readings from me. Private readings. Not extended readings, private readings. Extended readings are interesting, but they also cover the masses, where private readings, I get to focus straight up on just you and your energy, which is going to give you a much more accurate reading than an extended ever will. That's why I don't do extendeds. I just focus on the privates for people other than these freebies here. Alrighty, so who am I working on? This is Capricorn. You guys have the Nine of Cups, and you have Temperance, and you have the Tower in reverse. I like it, I like it, I like it a lot, let me tell you. Okay, Capricorn, Nine of Cups and Temperance. You have been very patient about something that you've been working on, and now you have something to celebrate because of your patience in that. And what's going on here? Why? Because of the Tower card. You had a situation where something that made you feel safe and secure and that had been, you thought would be in your life indefinitely, suddenly completely just disappeared from your life. And so with that disappearing from your life, you went into mode of, okay, how do I replace that safety and security thing? How do I replace that? Whether it's a relationship, whether it's a job, whether it's a home, whatever it is, you've been looking on replacing it. Okay, well, you had to be very patient about doing that to find the right thing that really fit you. And you've done that. You've been patient. And now you have something to celebrate because you have found something to replace that other thing that used to make you feel secure. Okay, so there you go, Capricorn. Congratulations. It would be fantastic. I'm looking forward to some private readings with you, my dear. I get it, Socialista. That's interesting about the sound of thunder. I've been having some really interesting dreams too. I guess because of that new moon. I woke up today and somebody was singing to me just like I was a little girl, like somebody would sing to you to fall asleep. It sounded like a grandpa voice or something, but it wasn't a voice I recognized. It was very nice though. I knew whoever was singing to me was somebody who had my best interest at heart. It was awesome. Oh, very cool, Zuli. That's awesome. Alrighty, so what are we on now? Now we're on Aquarius. Okay, Aquarius. This is for February the 29th. Let's see what comes up for you. Aquarius. Okay. You guys have the Three of Swords, along with the Moon card, along with the Lover's card. Alrighty. Aquarius. Three of Swords and the Moon card. Dang. Aquarius, you guys are keeping a secret. And this is a secret that breaks your heart. For some of you, the secret is that for some of you, the secret is that you had an abortion. And you're not telling anybody. And it's eating you up inside, Aquarius. Now, obviously, that's not all of you. But that was like the heaviest energy. That's the strongest energy that hit me. So that's going to be more than one of you. So I guess the first message here is don't feel like you're alone. All right. For others of you, this may be that you didn't have an abortion, but you lost a baby before it was born. That could be as well for some of you. And this is not something that everybody knows. And it's heartbreaking. It's heartbreaking. Now, for others of you, the secret may not have anything to do with unborn babies. For others of you, the secret could be something totally, completely different. Even so, whatever the secret is, it's breaking your heart. Okay? And why? You're not telling anybody because you're not on the same page with your partner. I think that you want to tell them, but because you're not on the same page with them, you don't feel like you can tell them. You don't feel like this is information that they would want to hear. Whether it's about babies or some other kind of secret, you're just not able to tell them. Okay? For some of you, think you're really in love with your partner, but because you're not on the same page, like you can't tell them that because you're afraid you would be rejected if you did. All right. All right. So that's for Aquarius. That was heavy duty. I do have tips on that, Angel. I'm not going to take time in this video to go into those right here. But if you want to get a hold of me later, all my contact information is on my website. I would rather talk to you personally about something like that. Oh, look at that, Socialista. Try what Socialista said. I've never tried that. Try what Socialista said, and then if that doesn't work, let me know, and I've got a couple of other tips for you too. I would say try that first, because if Socialista's used it and she knows it works, no reason not to. Alrighty, up next we have Pisces. This is Pisces for February 29th. Thank you for the help there, Socialista. That was very kind of you. La da 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 da. Pisces for the 29th. Okay, Pisces, you guys have the 10 of Cups. You also have the Death card. And you have the 4 of Wands in reverse. So what's going on here? Pisces. You're very happy about the end of something. Something has come to an end and you are celebrating. You're very happy about this. In fact, this even allows you to move forward because this thing has ended. Okay? It comes across as a very freeing situation. Why? Because somebody has left the household or left the family or left the home. Somebody has left the nest. So here's the thing that kind of has me laughing because it's a little bit ironic. Pisces, you are so happy that something has ended and now you can move forward. But I'm going to tell you, this 4 of Wands is a temporary situation. When it comes in reverse, this is somebody leaving, but then they're going to come back. So where you're celebrating the death of this situation, it's only temporary. Don't celebrate too hard. It's coming back. It's not really dead. It just looks dead. Okay? Sorry to tell you because you seem pretty happy about it. So anyway, that covers everybody today. Thank you all for spending some of your precious time with me. I do really appreciate it. Thank you for the thumbs ups and thank you for sharing this video with other people that you think it may be helpful for. I appreciate that too. The more people I get to help, the happier I am. And thank you to those of you who are buying private readings with me. I do love to get to know each of you personally. And so that's always, always, always fun. And I appreciate that as well. You guys all have a fantastic day, and I'll see you back here next time around. Peace out.